Hi, and welcome to the Rasheem Hall Stewart podcast. This is episode number 58. And today, just before we start, you see I'm wearing my Yankees hat. I know we're down 2 games to none, but it's the best out of seven. So anything can happen in the series. We got to win four of the next five. Hey, just keep my hope and optimism up, and we'll see what happens from there. Hopefully by next week's episode, hoping it'll be good news to let you know how my team's doing. But anyway, that's not what we're going to talk about today. I just want to give a 30-second announcement about my sports team. But instead, today we're going to talk about, in this episode, about common ground. Why common ground is important as far as relationships. Just going to give you a couple quick keys on how to build common ground. Now, common ground, just to give a very quick and I guess generic definition. Common ground is a topic, opinion, or interest that two or more people can agree on. Even when two people disagree on something, common ground can bring them together. So, pretty much, if you're trying to establish a new friendship that could lead into a relationship or just a long-term friendship, you got to have some type of common ground. There's something you guys have in common that you guys can talk about, you guys can relate to. And I would say that common ground is pretty much the foundation to build upon any type of relationship, whether it's business, a romantic relationship, even a friendship, even in a way a spiritual relationship, in a sense with the church, the people, and stuff like that. You got to understand that you got to have something in common. You got to see past the physical, the borderline superficial stuff, and see what the person is bringing to the table. That's why I think there's another way of saying what you bring to the table to a relationship. See if there's any common ground with that, and then you could decide if you're going to build on it for a romantic point of view, or it's going to be more of a friendship, or even could be more just for business only. But that's a decision that you two got to come to agreement to. And kind of what leads to number one of the important things about common ground, it helps bring people together. It helps bring you guys together. It gives you guys something to talk about. It gives you like activities you can build around. So say, example, me and a new person just met. We both like video games. We can talk about video games, old and new video games. We both know places we can play video games for on the cheap other than each other's houses. We can go do that. That's a common ground. That's something we can build on. Now let's say we're more on a romantic point of view. Let's say we both like to go to movies. So okay, not gonna say the first date, but maybe within the first couple dates, say okay, let's do a movie date. We can do at a movie theater, especially if the genre of movie let's say we both like action movies. So we're gonna go see an action movie together and say we can enjoy it. Because again, that's a common bond that brings people together. Like in business, for example, if we both have similar business ethics. We talk about that. Okay, that's gonna make us a good match for us to work and do business together. So that's something to think about when you talk about common ground. And also the second thing is it helps make you make friends easier. It helps make new associates easier. Because again, you're building up that common ground. You're building up that foundation. And one of the things I think going into 2025, as we want to aim higher, is one of the ways you can set the standard for who type of friends you're going to be dealing with is to make sure you still have that common ground, those common interests, so y'all can build on top of it and build that momentum. But you got to ask questions. You can't be afraid to ask the right questions, and see how they engage with you and communicate with you. And something to think about as you get older. Common ground is going to be important more than ever the older you get, and especially the age group that you want to deal with. That's going to be very important. But anyway, I want to thank you for this episode about Common Ground. I know it's a little bit shorter than a lot of episodes lately, but I kind of kept it that way on purpose. Again, if you got any suggestions or comments for topics for future, or you want to build off this common ground and do more stuff about it, that would be great. I'll just give you a quick update on the. I did mention somebody this week about me doing a Toastmasters kind of equivalent of a speech that's going to go on YouTube. That's going to be recorded some point next week and will be uploaded this coming week. So that will be one of the first new segments will be coming. And I think right now it's going to be once every month we'll do a speech after the icebreaker will be on different topics. It's also going to get me practicing, get me ready to do my TED Talk speech, hopefully next year. So, it's no later than 2026. So keep that in mind as you start seeing those more and more, okay? So I also want to mention quickly, I have, as of this episode, I have also started a Patreon page. So for all the people who's already subscribers to my channel, I do have now a new Patreon account. The link will be in the description, and you can donate to it. It's $5 a month to be a member with a 7-day trial period. So you have 7 days to try and see if you like the benefits. I'm going to try to create a Zoom call. One of the benefits of being a Patreon member to my page is that once a month we're going to do a Zoom call, and everybody who's a Patreon and a couple other guests that's working with me to market and help me do this more often, we're going to sit together for a month for like about an hour, and we're going to brainstorm ideas for more content for my page, more topics that you want me to talk about and for motivation. And your topics and suggestions will go on top of the list as higher priority as being part of my MVP members. That's what I'm going to call you, most valuable people. So keep that in mind. So both that and my GoFundMe account, I did get my first donation this week, so I want to thank you for that. But we're a long way to go for the goal if you guys want me to do this more often. So for every episode, every video for the next few months, I'm going to put the links to both in the description. So this way, you guys can have an opportunity to not just promote it, but also donate as well. The quicker we can get to the goal, which right now is 7,500, the more I can pump out more videos and the more stuff I can do and more trainings I can be available to go for me so I can become better and y'all can get better products and better, not just product, I mean better content. Sorry, I mischose my words, but better content. But anyway, as always, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Do everything you can to the best of your ability with love and respect. I'll see you on episode number 59 sometime next week. So that's going to be close to Election Day-ish. So that could be an interesting thing. I'm going to talk about that. And then probably the next episode will be right around Veterans Day to talk about about being veterans and stuff like that. So that'll be the next two episodes. After that, we'll see what happens. But anyway, God bless your family. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Israel. God bless the world. I love and appreciate you guys. And for the people who have been sharing this and people have been watching this in the jails, the prisons, and in the breaks, the military breaks over the country. As always, keep your head up. Do the right things. Stay out of trouble. Learn something. Build common ground with people. Build new relationships. Stuff like that. So when it's time for you to come out, you're going to be a productive member of society. Looking forward to the next episode, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye.